Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic Health, where we're documenting our health, well-being and weight loss journey and beyond. My name is Lisa, and before I go any further, I've got to apologise for yesterday's video being missing. As you may or may not know, Rufus is doing a lot of stuff down south at the moment, looking after family. He came home yesterday, but is very, very poorly. So hence the reason that I was unable to film yesterday, and also that's why this video is going to be late today. As I'm filming this, it is 10 to 7 on the 9th of December. What that does mean is that I've got 2 doors to open from the advent calendars today, and I mean technically I've got 2 people to talk about anyway with SlimLand because they are a couple. So our SlimLand couple are Laura and Kath. Now they are lovely. Before I go any further, I know I've said that every single video so far this month. They are genuinely a lovely, lovely couple. We've been following these two for years, not in a stalker way, but we've been following these 2 lovely women for years and years and years. They were on YouTube before under a different name, and when Rufus and I both came back to plan, we, again, a bit like Jane Day, we went searching for their channel, only to find that it had disappeared. We couldn't find it anywhere, except a few weeks later they reappeared as Back to Basics, and that is how they are on YouTube today. Laura and Kath from Back to Basics, they're both following the Slimming World plan. Laura goes to group every week and normally stays and does all the image therapy, whereas Kath is doing the plan at home. They've both got, so far as of recording this, they are so close to their targets. They're doing incredibly well, the pair of them. Now you might wonder what they're holding in their little Lego form here, their sig figs. Well, Laura is holding a record and Kath is holding a metal detector and shovel, because they do a lot of metal detecting. They go off to beaches and beeps and dig up ancient Roman treasure and stuff. I assume that's what they do. But one of the other things they do is they both run their own sort of businesses, buying and selling on eBay. And so that's why I've got Laura here checking out the details on an LP. Is this scratched? Is it sellable? Is it a rare, you know, red label, white label? It's a white label, which means if it's a white label, if it's an older one, it means it was DJ release only, because you'd have a white label and it would be the name of the artist and maybe the name of the track. Normally you wouldn't even have all of that information. It might just be the name of the track without the artist, and it was released under embargo. I know, right? So if you do find, Laura, if you do find any LPs, normally it'd be singles rather than LPs, but if you do find any singles with a white label on and no writing, you want to snap those up and do a bit of research, because they could be quite valuable. You probably know all that already. I know, right? I'm telling my grandmother to suck eggs next week. Anyway, their channel is all about Slimming World. They do vlog videos where it's all about their life. So whatever they've been up to, what they've managed to find from boot sales or charity shops or yard sales, if you like, if you're in the States, the equivalent. Jumble sales, all sorts of things, where they've found weird and wonderful and retro vintage items that they then resell on eBay and Vinted. So some of their videos are about that. Some of their videos are what they've been eating that week, or 3 days of what they've been eating. Some of their videos are recipes, and they also do a weekly weigh-in video which comes out on a Wednesday, the same day as we do our live stream. So Wednesdays are a really popular weigh-in day, so yes, do check them out. They are, again, life is lifing for a lot of us this month. They've got a lot going on away from the Slimming World plan and their YouTube channel. There's a lot of stuff happening in their lives right now away from that. So that's why currently they're not uploading as much as they were. In their most recent video, they did say they're going to go back to that and try and get some more recording and that done. But again, listen, those of you that have YouTube channels will know how difficult it can be at times to find the time in your day to film, edit, upload, do all of those things for a relatively short video. So a 20-minute video, say, which is actually quite long form these days, but you might film for an hour, you might edit for 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on what you put into the video and how much extra stuff it needs, to come out with a 15-20-minute video. Not many of us can do it in one take like the wonderful Empress does, Jane Day. I know for me and my ADHD brain, I will often ramble on, go off on tangents. I'm going to leave that last bit in because that's a good example actually of what happens when I'm filming. So yeah, Laura and Kath at the moment are dealing with IRL, real life stuff. Do check out their channel for loads of Slimming World content, recipes, vlogs, all of that. Also, this year, they did have a whole series dedicated to their allotment, which was fascinating. As someone who's always wanted an allotment, it showed me how good it can be when you've got lots of produce coming through, but also how much work it can be, especially when life is lifing. But Laura and Kath show you the authentic side of having an allotment, the same as they do with their weight loss journey. And again, it's one of the reasons why I love them. Plus, a while ago, a few months back, I did a video talking about the fact that our Aldi had some Options White hot chocolate that was available for £2.20, I think it was, £2.25, but it suddenly disappeared. And I love my Options White hot chocolate. I have it every single day mixed in with my yogurt. It helps keep me on plan. Well, Laura only sent me a message, didn't she, saying that they had some in their Aldi, and did she want me to pick some up and send it off to me? Which she then did. How kind is that? And that just shows you the type of people they are. I know I've said it with every one of these, but I can heartily recommend Back to Basics here on YouTube. The link will be down below. It's always on our featured channels section on our main sort of YouTube profile page, so do check them out. Right then, the bit you've all been looking forward to, I know you get excited about this, the Lego City Advent Calendar. This is the official Lego Advent Calendar for the Lego City range. So we've got day 8 and 9 to open today, so there might actually be some building work with 2 days. So 8 we've got, it's another, how many pieces are we going to get? Oh, it's more than 4, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, a few pieces actually. It looks like we're going to make a little car. And then day 9, where's day 9? Oh, right there at the bottom. Day 9, we have, oh, it's another person. Oh, it's a reindeer. Oh, that's really cool. Right, okay. So then I'll take the little tab bit off for day 8 because I need to work out how to build that. I think I can put together the person. I'm so excited about these. I know, right? 49 years of age, and this is how excited I get. I know. Can you tell that as a kid, I did have some Lego, but not as much as I always wanted. And I am obsessulated at the moment. Right then, I know, I have been watching too much Wicked. Anyway, let's have a look at what we do to put this together. There you are, look. What do you think that is? With that little sort of angled piece there at the front, it does give either miniature sort of, you have to use your imagination for this, miniature F1 car, or a snow plough. With that going like, here we go, this is the snow, all these little bits from the previous builds, and it will go push the snow out the way. What do you think that could be? I don't know. Anyway, that was yesterday's one, and then today's piece is a minifigure. I do have a massive collection of minifigures. I hate to think how many I've got, but it is a lot. Oh look, so we've got a little compass for the North Pole. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. We've got a little, so these are the little mini legs. So these are for either short people or for children. We've got a printed scarf. Again, I really wish we had the actual scarf piece. I have got some ordered from Lego itself, but that order was placed on the 22nd of November. Is it here yet? Nope. I know it's supposed to be here in 9 days. That's not quite right, is it? Anyway, there we are. Look, we've got a little cheeky face. Absolutely gorgeous with rosy cheeks and freckles, so this is absolutely a child look. And then we've got the little reindeer head mask piece, and then we've got 2 sets of antlers. We've got some spare antlers. That is super cute. Look at that. And then we've got their compass. There you go. Look, and they can see where they're going with Santa. Oh, that is so adorable. Absolutely adorable. That is amazing. And then we pop them. They have to stand up on this, on the snowplow, like so. Except I do have the minifig from the other day, the adult one. If I pop his camera down, we can bend. You see what I mean? The difference in the figures. The adults have bendable legs, so, or they bend at the hip, and so then there you go. Look, the adult can be snow ploughing the driveway. Again with the putts. What is wrong with me? Anyway, clearing the driveway so that their child this time, it looks like they've got 2 children, one dressed as a polar bear and one dressed as a reindeer. I think that is super cute. Super cute. Right. Okay. I'm loving that. That is really cute. Both of those builds I actually really like. If you've been watching this series, you do know I have a different advent calendar. This came from Amazon. It isn't a Lego branded one. It's just a brick calendar. And so far, I've got to say, we've had a lot more bricks and some really fun builds, little mini builds in this one. So then let's find day 8 and 9. Oh look, they're right here next to each other. That's good then. So day 8, we have, oh, some sort of bell. And then day 9, oh, there we go. Oh gosh, this one is, there we go. Oh, I'm not quite sure what that one is. Right, we'll have a look at those then. So we'll do day 8's first. This is the little bell. Look how many pieces are in this. Again, instantly, it's so much more value. Even though I do like the minifigs, because yeah, I do really like my minifigs. But anyway, let's do day 8. While I do this, I'm going to talk about today's Slimming World tip, or weight loss health related tip. And today I want to talk about flavour without sins, or flavour without points, flavour without calories, I guess. There we go. So this is the bell. This is the little build I'm going to do today. So then what do I mean? Flavour without sins. It's all about adding in lots of delicious flavours to food without adding in any extra sins, points, calories, anything like that. And that might sound easier said than done, but there are clever ways that we can do it. So spices should be a major part of anybody on Slimming World, anybody's weight loss journey. If your store cupboard is full of spices and flavours and wonderful things that you add to and use to enhance your food, then that is going to help you stay on plan. It's going to help you maintain your losses. It's going to help you not get bored of the food that you are eating, and that's something that I think personally is really important. For me, being able to eat well with flavours that I enjoy and food that I genuinely find tasty keeps me on plan, and doing that by adding in spices and flavors and experimenting. My go-to is smoked paprika. I could put that on absolutely anything and everything, and it just gives it that little extra bit of something. But not just smoked paprika, because again, I know it's quite a basic flavor, but adding those spices and those flavors into your cooking can literally take something from being a mundane everyday sort of meal to a really delicious dinner. And again, it keeps me on plan, it keeps me focused, it keeps me enjoying the food that I eat, so I don't go looking for something else. I don't start thinking, oh, I'm missing out because I'm not having the latest Mook whatever burger. Do you know what I mean? If you're on our Facebook page, you'll already know this, but the other day Rufus had to go down south again to help out family, and what we did before he went down is we cooked a massive amount of keema matar from the curry club book, from the Slimming World curry club book, and that was absolutely delicious. We did it with pork mince, we had it with some added corn mince to bulk it out. It was really, really, really nice, but the flavours are what made that meal. And because it was so flavourful, and because it was something that tasted as if you could have got it from a restaurant, it was that delicious, in all honesty, that keeps me on plan, knowing that I've got something really, really tasty that has 0 sins in it. That keeps me on plan. It's the same with my yogurt in the evening time. I add in a bit of sweetener and then some Cadbury's Options white hot chocolate, or at the moment I'm really liking their praline hot chocolate. That's really, for me, that elevates it from just being a pot of yogurt into something that tastes like a really rich, a really enjoyable, naughty dessert. It tricks my taste buds into thinking, wow, there must be a ton of sugar in here. This is something really opulent, when in fact it's 2, maybe 3 sins worth of some hot chocolate and a bit of Candy Row. But my brain thinks I'm having something amazingly rich, indulgent, chocolatey, something that's naughty. And again, all of these things, adding in that flavour really helps. You can get the flavour drops from loads of different places now. Finding a way to add that flavour to help you maintain your plan, whether that be Slimming World or calorie counting, whatever it may be that you're on, keeping your food enjoyable. That is one of the best tips that I have ever really come across, because again, it means you don't feel that you are missing out on something, which the minute that any plan starts to feel like it's a diet or like it's something that is onery, then at that point, you know, that's when you start reaching for the Mars bars or the Greg's sausage rolls, whatever it may be, for whatever plan that you are on. Right then, there we go. That is today's rather random looking build. It is a bell with sort of, I guess that's supposed to be just like a festive holly type thing with the leaves and everything. I really don't like the sticker. I am going to take the sticker off. I think I prefer it just with the yellow bell part itself. So I will remove the sticker. But there you go. That is the one from yesterday. Of course, I get the sticker residue on it. I've got some spray coming that will clean that up anyway. So there you go. Right then, I'm going to quickly put together today's build and show you what that one is. And there is our little Santa. I've got to say, he is quite cute. Little brick built Santa Claus. I do quite like it. I'm not quite sure what this is in his hand. It looks almost like an ice pick or something. Or something. Anyway, so from the non-Lego advent calendar, we got a bell and a Santa Claus on our 2 days. I do quite like these. They're funky little builds, aren't they? You can see what they're going for with each of them. I do really like, I think they're just both really, really cute. And then obviously with our actual Lego brand, we got the little reindeer child and the little putt snowplow Formula 1 car, whatever that is supposed to be. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What is your favourite one of these calendars so far? I've got to say, I am very biased towards minifigures. I do love the minifigures, but I am very impressed with these mini builds. Considering they're not allowed to use minifigures, they've been very creative in what we've had in the off-brand little brick calendar. I'm still undecided as to what my favourite is. I think it's going to depend until we get to day whatever and we start combining the off-brand bits into either the Christmas scene or into that Christmas tree. Until then, I'm not really going to give a final opinion on which one is best, because I must say, just look how cute this little family is already. We've got, you know, the adults, the 2 kids in their little fancy dress costumes almost, and the little family dog as well. It's very cute with assorted toys and other vehicles. It's a very cute little group that we're getting here. But then I also do really find all of these super cute as well that we've got from the off-brand one. Also, if there is a weight loss YouTube channel that we aren't following that gives amazing advice and that you watch every single time they upload a video, let me know about them down in the comments section. We're always up to expand the number of channels that we subscribe to for that weight loss content. So if there is someone else that you think, oh my God, Lisa, you never talk about, let us know down in the comments. There you are then. That is it for today's and yesterday's builds. I'll be back tomorrow to open day 10 of the advent calendars. I'll be back tomorrow to open day 10 of the advent calendars. If you like this video, you can help the channel out no end by hitting that big thumbs up button. Subscribe for loads more health, well-being and weight loss content. And don't forget, we do have that big giveaway when we reach 2,500 subscribers. I think we're about 55 away as we speak. So if you haven't already subscribed, or you know someone that might be interested in our content and they haven't subscribed yet, get them subscribing and we'll be able to launch that giveaway as soon as possible. But that is going to be it from me today. And as I always say, be happy, be healthy, be authentic. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.